Hello, my beautiful, beautiful Aquarius. How are you guys? I hope you guys are all doing well. If you guys are new here, then welcome. And if you've been with me for a while, welcome back. So we are going to be doing your July monthly reading. It is a general reading, so it's not going to be able to resonate for all of you. Just take what's meant for you. Go ahead and leave the rest behind. Everything that you need to know about the reading or about scheduling your personals, all of that is going to be in the description box below. There is a link to my online metaphysical shop, as well as a discount code that is just for you guys. It's in there as well too if you feel like checking it out. So we are going to go ahead and pray, get right into it. Archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please deliver clear messages with a very clear understanding for my most beautiful, beautiful Aquarius. May the messages that need to be heard the very most please come through. And may they please find those who need to hear it. Please show me Aquarius's energy for the month of July. May the messages that need to be heard the very most please come through. May they please find those who need to hear it. Show me Aquarius's energy for the month of July, please. Alright, let's see what we got going on. So, interesting. We're starting the reading off with, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun card. I really like this, okay? Happiness. There is something to be happy about. There's a major energy change here. And I pulled 2 cards to start with for you and 2 cards for your person, okay? And what their energy is. In yours, we have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse and the 4 of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's ready to come out of the cold, okay? And I feel like this has been after a period of no communication or very stagnant, very little to none or none at all. And for some of you, I'm even getting that it's been quite a long time since you've communicated with this person. Now, 4 of Swords in the reverse, you've tried your best to heal from this. There's been a lot of healing. I feel like for some of you, like I said, there's been a lot of time in between. But there's definitely not been much communication. With the 4 of Swords, it's like you're finally ready to come out of that. Okay, that period of no communication is definitely breaking. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, somebody is ready to come back towards somebody. Whether this is you or whether this is them. I find it really interesting because you guys both have very similar energies, okay? Now, I do feel like for most of you, it's this person that is going to be reaching out, but I feel like you're ready for it. Okay, you guys both have very similar energies. They have the Hermit in the reverse and the Hierophant in the upright. So ready to come out of this period, like I said, of no communication where you guys have been, not talking. They have that there with the Hermit in the reverse as well, ready to come out of that energy. Now, the Hermit has a very wise energy. They've learned a lot. They have to climb to the very top of the mountain. They have to go through a lot of trials and struggles to, gain that wisdom. And the Hierophant is very similar energy in the way that, it is about lessons. It's about commitments, but it's also about lessons. In the traditional tarot, she has 3 tiers to her crown, which does represent, different levels of, lessons and life and wisdom. So I do believe that this person, with all of this very wise energy here and being ready to come forward, they've learned a lot. And I do believe it's been during this separation, whether they had to go through some things or, and learn their own lessons, or whether just your absence, being without you, has taught them a lot. We're going to get way more cards and see. But that's what this feels like. This person has definitely come to some kind of major realization here during this time of you guys being apart. And I feel like you're ready for it too. You're ready for it because you have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. So ready to, be out of the cold with somebody. 4 of Swords in the reverse, ready to come out of that period of, no communication. And it makes you both happy. That's the general energy here. So I really like this for you. This is something that's really beautiful. So let's go ahead and look more into it. Show me Aquarius's energy towards this person. What's on their mind towards this person? What's on their mind towards this person? We got the Queen of Swords. So I do feel like Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords in the reverse, and the Knight of Wands in the upright. So I do feel like there's this energy of you do want it. You are ready for it. I feel like in almost a sense, this is something that you guys have been maybe secretly waiting for. I don't think you've been sitting there pining. I think you guys have been living your lives, but there's a part of you that always kind of hoped that this would happen. Always hoped that this person would come back. But I feel like you didn't expect it to. And now that it is, okay, so there's the Ten of Swords in reverse. So you do, what's in your mind is you do want this to, you don't want it to be over. You don't want the things to be over, but there's also this energy of not trusting here. I do believe that you're going to be willing to communicate, okay, because you know what you want. The Queen of Swords, she knows what she wants. But with the way she has the sword raised in this deck, it does lead me to feel that you do have some trust. There's some trust issues. I feel like it took a lot for you to heal from the situations with the Four of Swords being here. And feeling that Five of Pentacles energy, feeling abandoned, feeling hurt. There's a part of you that is very untrusting about this now. So a part of you wants this. You don't want things to be over. You want to be able to work this out. But do you really trust it? And this Knight of Wands being here, I do feel like you don't want to rush things. You don't want to, it's Sagittarius energy there. And that can be a very rushing energy. It can be just, seeing something you want and going after it. It's a very passionate energy as well. So I do feel like you don't want to get caught up in the moment. You're afraid to just take the chance to just go. You want to kind of slow things down, have time to evaluate, have time to think it over, because there is this Queen of Swords energy where you want to talk about it. You want to communicate, and you do want it. But there's a little bit of untrusting energy here as well, because you're afraid of getting hurt. And that's okay. We've all been there. And I feel like you're thinking back to with this Knight of Wands can also be a very inconsistent, can be a very in and out energy. And I feel like you're thinking about that with this person. I do believe that this person was probably the one to walk away with you feeling, abandoned and left out in the cold. So I feel like you're wondering, is this something that they're going to do again? Are they going to come back and then just leave again? So let's take a look at their energy towards you. Show me this person's energy towards Aquarius. What's in their mind, their thought, their heart about Aquarius? What's going on with that? So the Knight of Swords, yeah, it is coming in really fast. The Nine of Cups, the Emperor, and the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So yeah, I do believe this person definitely is going to be communicating with you. They're definitely going to be reaching out, okay? And it is an energy. I can see why you're worried about being fast. The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, those are very fast-moving energies, okay? So I do feel like it's just coming in out of nowhere. It's taking you a little bit by surprise, and it's moving pretty quickly. And this person does have some fear about being rejected, that maybe you won't feel the same way anymore, that you won't take them back with this Ace of Cups in the reverse, because that is like an energy of unrequited love. So they want to reach out because of everything that they learned, but I do believe that there's some fears here. I'm going to clarify it, but I do believe that they have some fears here of, being rejected by you, or that you won't feel the same way anymore. The Nine of Cups, I feel like you were their wish fulfillment. This is something that they're really wishing for. And I do feel like, because in the traditional tarot, the Nine of Cups is, he's sitting on a chair, which can talk about being too comfortable. Okay, he's being very comfortable. And I do feel like that is the energy here. Like this person, they're like, you know what? I've got myself to a good place, and I'm a little bit afraid of reaching out. So I feel like it may take a small second for them to actually reach out, because they're a little hesitant. They're feeling really comfortable in their safe space because they don't know how you're going to respond. There's a little bit of fear there. But I feel like once they do, it's all going to go really quickly with the Knight of Swords. And I do feel like it's going to feel really quickly to you, because they're over here thinking about it for a while. But you didn't even know that, so it's just hitting you out of nowhere. And the Emperor, so this person, they know what they want, but I'm getting like a kind of a very strong energy here. And this is, I want to say like a fatherly like energy, but a very authoritative. This person wants things to work out the way that they do. And I feel like, I don't want to say that they're going to be pushy about it, but I'm getting the word like authoritative, and I know that's an odd energy to be here. This person doesn't want to give you the chance to say no. What action will this person be taking towards Aquarius in the month of July? What action will this person be taking towards Aquarius? So we have the Devil in the reverse, beautiful, and the Queen of Cups. So they're definitely missing you, longing for you, thinking about you. They definitely have a lot of love that they want to offer. I do feel like they could be expressing that too, with the Queen of Cups being in the upright. And now with the Devil in the reverse, I like this because I do feel like this is them letting go of those fears that are holding them back. Like I said, I do feel like they've been sitting here in their safe space because they're afraid of how you're going to respond. They're not sure if you're going to feel the same way anymore, if you're going to take them back. And I do feel the Devil in reverse, because the Devil can represent fears. I feel like that's them, ready to let the fears go, ready to push past the fears to come to you, because they just can't help it. They miss you. They love you. You're on their mind nonstop. And they're finally finding it within themselves to push past everything that's holding them back. What action will Aquarius be taking? Let's see what flew out. The Eight of Wands, okay, and the Two of Swords. Beautiful. So I do feel like you're going to be, you will communicate with them, okay? Absolutely. Eight of Wands, definitely communication. I'm getting really fast communication, like back and forth texting, back and forth phone calls, things like that. Very consistent. I do feel like for a second, it's going to remind you of old times. It's going to bring up all of those emotions for you. But that distrust is still there. And I feel that here with the Two of Swords, okay? You're trying to make a head over heart decision. There's a lot. It's bringing up a lot of feelings with this Eight of Wands. All at once. It's like everything is just rushing back in that has been left dormant for a while between the two of you. And it's almost like you pick up right where you left off, like the energy and the connection is still there, and you're realizing that it's bringing up a lot of emotions for you. And I do feel like you're still trying to, with your very logical mind, Aquarius, be like, okay, yeah, but, and I feel like you're not. Two of Swords is an energy of using your mind over your heart, your head over your emotions, okay, logic. And I feel like that's what you're trying to do. You're still trying, you have your guard up, trying to decide how to move forward here. And you're trying to use your mind, not let your emotions just take over and run the show. So I don't know, I don't see here, looks like we're going to pull a couple of potential outcomes. Because right now for July, I just see this person is spending a lot of time, whether it's now or whether it's through the month of July as well, getting the courage to push past the fears, to come forward with you and speak to you. And you're going to need some time then to reflect and to, make this decision to feel like where you're going to progress from here. And there's going to be time of communication. So I don't know that we will have an outcome in July. Depends on the timelines for each of you, but let's go ahead and pull some potential outcomes. What potential outcomes do we have for my beautiful Aquarius? Any potential outcomes that we have for my beautiful Aquarius in this situation? Any potential outcomes? Okay, the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So I do feel like somebody's still really holding on to this. I feel like this is kind of a mutual energy. And I do, with this energy, with this Page of Wands and the Knight of Swords in the reverse, I do feel like you both, this is feeling very mutual. You both have been holding on to each other this whole time, at least to some extent. And I do feel like the Page of Wands is a new beginning. It's going in a new direction. And in this one, he's even, like holding a bouquet. So I do feel like you both want this. You want this new beginning. You want to go in this new direction. But you're refusing to rush it. You were like holding the brakes and making sure it goes slow with that Knight of Swords in the reverse. You don't want things to move fast. You don't want to get taken over by the emotions. You want to do things the right way this time. So I do feel like you guys will see where this goes with this person, but I do feel like you're going to do it on your own terms, and very slowly. And I feel like that's maybe another reason why the Emperor is showing up. That person is recognizing the authority within you. They're recognizing that you're standing up for yourself, that you're standing your ground. They're seeing that authoritative energy within you as well. So, all right, guys, let's get some confirmation, clarification, or advice for you. Archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, can we get some confirmation, clarification, or advice for my beautiful Aquarius? Any confirmation, clarification, or advice for my beautiful Aquarius, please? All right. So we have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. We have it in the reverse. So I do feel like, there is a coming back together. That's definitely that confirmation for that. We have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So there is a need, they're giving me the word vulnerable. There is a need, when this person comes back around, for you both to be able to be open and honest and vulnerable with one another. I know that you have your guard up, and that's okay. And I think it's a great idea, to go slow and to not let our emotions run the show all the time. I think you're doing all the right things and taking all the right steps. There's still going to be a need for honest, open communication and a certain level of vulnerability if, this reconciliation is going to be successful. Sometimes we get so caught up in wanting a reconciliation with somebody that we forget how much work they can be. They require an immense amount of support. They require, communication, honesty. All relationships do, but I feel like reconciliations, you're bringing all of the stuff from your first time around into your second time around. There's a huge need to be present in the moment, to be able to forgive, to be compassionate, to be understanding, to be able to put each other in, ourselves in each other's shoes. I feel like we forget how much work it can be to make it successful. And I feel like that's what Spirit's saying. There's a chance for it here. Okay, this person is coming back around. They will reach out. But whether or not it's successful is going to be based on how open and honest you guys can be, how you guys communicate with one another, how vulnerable you can be. And I feel like you guys are both manifesting this. It says attraction. You enjoy romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So there's a need here for one to recognize that you guys are both manifesting. So to be very cautious and careful with your thoughts at this time, as we can manifest that. Also ask yourself what you do believe around love and what you believe around second chances. Do you believe that somebody can come back and you guys can make it work and it can really be great? Or do you believe that stuff doesn't really happen, or it's not really successful? Because our beliefs is what we manifest. So really spend some time asking yourself what your beliefs are surrounding, second chances or love in general. Also, I'm getting the message of needing to make sure that you stay present in the moment. Try not to dwell too much about what's happened in the past or what could happen in the future. That's going to bring, whole other energies into this connection. Just really try to stay present in the moment, in the right now with this person. All right, guys, let's get your angel messages. Archangels, as you watch over and you guide my beautiful Aquarius through the month of July, what message do you have for them? To make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose and which way takes me further away from it? And Archangel Gabriel coming through for you. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So 2 really beautiful messages coming through for your angels. I feel like they want you to know that they're here for you, okay? They know that you have a major decision coming up. They want you to ask yourself what's best for you, and they want you to definitely spend the time meditating, contemplating. If you pray, if you ask for their guidance, if you ask for their support, they are always here for you. So if this resonates, guys, let me know in the comments down below. And if it doesn't, check out your other sign placements. Sometimes your moon, rising, and Venus can resonate more than your sun sign does. For me, my moon sign resonates for me more than my sun sign most of the time. If you guys like the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you guys hit that notification bell, then when our monthlies, mid-monthlies, and weeklies are uploaded, you guys can be notified and you can go check them out. So I am sending you guys all kinds of love and light. Until next time.